Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Wrestling Paradox Podcast right here on YouTube, baby. That's right. And we are also on Twitter. You can see that right here on these beautiful shirts, which made their debuts this past Saturday at CCW.
Heck
That's
yeah.
right. That's right, baby. We took the ride along. We took you on a ride along with us. We put you in the car with us. We talked about the worst gimmicks around. And it was a fun topic. And the only thing that capped the night was CCW had an amazing show. Coastal Championship Wrestling. If you do not follow them, hit them up on Twitter at CCWFL. Let me tell you something. They put on a hell of a show. We had Bill Alfonso in the building. We had Primo and Epico in the building. But we had the champion in the building. Didn't we? Agony was in the building, tearing it up.
Mm-hmm.
We had Cha-Cha Charlie in the building. Man, yo. Vinicius?
Vinsuvius.
Vincent, yes.
Vinsuvius.
Vinsuvius. Yo, let me tell you something. I haven't known a lot of these wrestlers, but man, that was a hell of a show. Alex Ocean showed me up. I give you a shout out, Alex, because I said some things on Facebook. He put me to sleep, and then he gave me the kiss of death. Man, that was awesome to see. Really made me mark out. I truly was a fan Saturday. So CCW, thank you very much for that.
That was awesome. You know, they were really hospitable, and we tweeted them on Twitter and everything like that, and they responded. They retweeted, and everything like that. And their wrestlers are, they're really good. They're really good.
They're top notch. Vic Arson,
sure.
Arson. Came up, talked to us right away, man. It was just so cool to see. So everybody who was there that night, everybody who made the show great, CCW, we appreciate you. Thank you. All right, but tonight is Thursday, which means it is wartime, baby. I got my camo on. I got my shirt done. I even threw on 2 chains, baby. What's up? Let's go to war. We got NXT versus AEW. Now, AEW was going up against NXT. NXT had a very big night planned. They came out swinging last night. They swung for the fences and they hit a home run. It was a great show. The ratings proved it. AEW walked away with a win. I believe it was around 790.
No, NXT did.
Or NXT. I'm sorry. I get them
786
all the time.
786 to 638 or something like that.
150,000, I believe it was that they beat them by. So that's huge for NXT. So we're gonna open up with NXT tonight. The winners. We're gonna give them the time. We open up with Cameron Grimes walking away from Damian Priest, who's on the floor selling the back, man. Now my kayfabe imagination, he put him in between a door in the car and shut the door. Fuck him up.
That's what I didn't understand. I'm like, why didn't they catch the camera showing him doing it? Because all he was doing, he was laying halfway into the car and halfway out of the car. I guess I'd leave it to kayfabe. You interpretation,
kayfabe, baby.
To leave it to interpretation. Oh, what happened? But I mean, earlier in the year, you had Jake Hager slam Dustin Rhodes' arm in the limo, and you see it. I don't know. I like both ways. I like both ways.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan. I was a fan of the spot, but I wasn't a fan that we didn't see it. I thought we should have saw that spot definitely. But we go to the ring. Grimes is out in the ring, and let me tell you, Grimes on a microphone. Cameron Grimes on a microphone. I like it.
I don't like his gimmick. I don't
like the gimmick either, but I like him on the microphone. He plays to the crowd. He knows what to say. He knows when to say it. He throws in a little rhymes here and there, so it makes it.
I don't like the character. I like Trevor Lee because that's who he was. Trevor Lee. He was Trevor Lee in Impact. He was Trevor Lee in PWG on all the indies. And he was just this, arrogant, hard-nosed, really didn't get on the mic, though. But when he did, he was just now it's just cartoony. He's some hick from some, Cameron Grimes just makes me think of a Wild Wild West saloon. They're going to go into a shootout. And that fucking top hat that he wears is just, oh, my gosh.
With the chain going around the back of it.
Yeah.
It looks great.
He just needs a feather on top, It'll be
looks great.
And a monocle, maybe.
Yes. So Grimes picks up the win here. Very interesting. And I kind of have to retract a statement of mine last week. Grimes wins the match. Kind of makes Priest win last week seem blah.
Told you.
Why beat Killian Dane when you were gonna bury when you not bury? I think bury is a bad word because you're not burying Priest, but you're putting Grimes over on a regular NXT show.
You could have had a bigger upsell if you had Killian Dane win last week.
Yeah, because Killian Dane would have got a lot more out of the win than
No, because then you could have put him in. You could have put him next weekend against Karrion Kross.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Killian would have got more out of the win than what Damian Priest got.
Yeah.
So I think a loss there would have helped Damian Priest. Actually, it would have made him look. You build him, you have him lose 3-4 weeks in a row, then boom, a big payoff match, and he wins it, and he's finally over Grimes.
But I think it was a good match. I put in my notes that Priest sold the ribs very, very well. The whole match, and it was very, very good. The only big spot,
exactly what I said.
The only big spot was he did the cave in on the outside, on the floor. That was it.
I like that cave in. Oh man, that's so cool. The double knees to the chest with the stomp at the end. That's a hell of a move.
Yeah.
So, all right. So there you go. Where does that match rank on the Thrasher rating?
I give it like 2 3/4. It's just like because we agree that Priest. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. I mean, unless they're setting up for like a bigger storyline, bigger angle, and everything like that. But it just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the match. I love Damian Priest, that. But I wasn't a huge fan of that match. Didn't think it really did much for. It doesn't really. Does it really put Grimes over in any sort of way? Does it? It just builds heat, right? I mean, but Damian Priest is already a heel, so it's just building heat on another heel.
I just think it's I think they're trying to develop Priest into a babyface, go from heel to babyface, and make.
That's very tough. Yeah, that's not natural.
It's not. Tough. It's not, and I think it's what they're doing. I think they're going to pigeonhole themselves into a feud that they don't need it to be.
Yeah, I would love to see Priest move up to the main roster and have a good feud with Shinsuke. I think they'd work really well together. He's one of the few wrestlers that I can see him moving up and it won't hurt him. I don't think he'll get lost in that shuffle.
Yeah, because he's a big guy.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get lost in that shuffle at all.
I think he would have a really good match with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, there's another one.
Because he can bump, he can fly. Strowman doesn't have to do, like the running back and forth, or running around the ring, because Priest is going to do it for him.
So. Yeah, they'd work really well together. So I'm excited to see Priest move up one day. I don't think he's going to be one of the ones like a Finn Balor or Gargano or Ciampa to where they stay in NXT forever.
Right.
I don't see that at all. All right, so next we have a promo. Number one. We have Rhea Ripley walking up, looking as sexy as ever.
Yeah, I like the side. I like the shaved head. I like the shaved head on the side.
Dude, it's so
Tickles
hot,
my
bro.
pickle. Tickles my pickle.
Tickles it. All right, so Rob Stone jumps out of nowhere, offers her a second chance. She throws him in a dumpster, which is right where I kind of slow down. There's a dumpster on both shows. It's a subliminal message. Both these shows are fucking garbage sometimes. Like, that's the subliminal message for both. But anyway, Aaliyah walks out, slaps up Rhea one time, and Ripley tells her, "You just bought a ticket to my ring, and they're going to fight later tonight."
Right.
So, what you got?
It's self-explanatory at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And then we have promo number 2 following.
You go to commercial break, and you come back to promo number 2. The Thatcher Catch Can Style Wrestling School.
He's just a fucking bully, man.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking bully at this point.
And then right after that, you go into Santos Escobar versus Jake Atlas.
Yes. My first note that I got was they're basically wearing the same outfit.
Yep.
They looked identical in the ring. That was the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, one was wearing black and red. The other one was wearing like black, gold, and white. Our
this was
our colors.
This was our colors. We're watching the show.
Copyright infringement.
This was a cruiserweight match, but I didn't feel like it was a cruiserweight match.
There was nothing. I said the same exact thing. I said it was a good match, not a normal cruiserweight match, but told it very very well.
You know, the one thing I really like about Escobar's finisher, when right before he does the finisher, he gives him the knee to the face while they're just laying there on his shoulders. That's just such a badass fucking move right before the Phantom Driver, man.
It's the little things. It's the little things.
The little things. That's what she said. So, Escobar versus Jake Atlas. What were your thoughts on Jake Atlas in this match? He just started wrestling in 2014. He was a gymnast, a cheerleader, and I think he takes an okay bump. I mean,
he's gonna look. I'm not fat shaming anyone. I'm in no position to be fat shaming anybody. He's got a weird body type. He looks like a bruised pear in the ring.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What did you just call me? That guy's calling into the show next week. He's going to be pissed.
He looks like a bruised pear. I don't know. It's just – I don't know. But I like his style, but I liked his match when Drake Maverick, when it was the three-way for the belt a couple weeks ago. Or no, for the number one shot a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I like Jake Atlas. I thought he was really good. He impressed me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not putting the company on his back for the next 3 years. I'll tell you that.
Right.
So, all right, where does that match rank in the Thrasher household?
I'll give it a big 3.
A 3?
Triple threat.
What's the face that you make when you do a 3? Just a little.
Meh.
You're right. All right, so we go to our third promo. Four's coming up. Don't worry. Yeah. Third promo of the night. Roddy finally gets in the trunk.
God.
I thought Loomis was going to be in the car and drive away.
That would have been so cool. That I said the same thing in my notes. I said if Cole would have yelled "driver," open the trunk, and Loomis pops out, dude, that would have set it off right then and there. Because again, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but if you already know that you're not having a match that night, even though it's scheduled, like have him take him again. And that's how you break away Roddy from UE.
That was in my notes. I feel like it's time to cut the fucking link down and go back to your original 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're stronger as a 3 team than a 4-man team.
Right.
But they had to do the 4-man because, I know Kyle O'Reilly's had some injuries in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to kind of have someone there if they're going to put the titles on them. So putting Roddy with them made sense at the time.
Well, if you remember, right after they won the titles, Bobby Fish tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Literally 2 months after. So they had to do that.
Yeah, it was good planning, but now it's time to cut the chain loose, get Roddy out of there.
Yeah.
So, and somebody get Kyle O'Reilly a fucking Emmy for his acting. He's amazing.
Get him a fucking razor. Jesus.
Get him a Grammy though. He deserves it. A Grammy, Emmy, Tony,
Oscar,
whatever. Oscar, Meyer Wiener.
Get him a Dundee.
Get him a Dundee. All right. So where are we at? We got our 4th promo.
No, we don't. We got Stacy. I skipped through the commercial promos. I don't. If it's not a promo, if it's just like a lead into the next match, I don't watch that.
No, but after that one, there was the promo of that tag team. I don't know their name, with the black guy who looks like dressed like Carlton.
Oh, the big Samoan guys.
Yeah, I don't know their name.
It's like Itsu. What? I don't know.
Egg sandwich. I don't know.
Egg sandwich. We're gonna call him that. Egg sandwich from now on.
Egg sandwich. That's their name.
And the black guy.
The pepper.
The black guy is Malcolm Bivens, by the way.
Malcolm Bivens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to? Is there a triple threat promo? Do you want to talk about that or no?
Which one? Oh no, I don't. The commercial. The commercial promos. I don't really. Yeah.
Right.
They've already talked it up for the week and a half, and on social media and shit like that. It
was a good match, folks. It was definitely a good match. I liked it.
Yeah.
All right.
The next match was Stacy Cantazaro and Caden Carter versus Dakota
It's Casey.
Kai.
Casey.
Oh, my auto corrected it. My bad.
It's Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter versus Dakota Kai and my future ex-wife.
I was watching it and I was typing and I didn't like. I was just like, "Oh, guys."
You were typing? I was typing with my fucking dude. Raquel Gonzalez on my television again. God, give me one night with that beautiful monster. Amazon. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you remember Rick and Morty when Rick went to the planet of like the tall women? It was just like in heaven. That's how I feel with Raquel Gonzalez.
Hey, I'm just gonna let you know I've never seen an episode of Rick and Morty.
All right, folks. Have a great night. Thanks, man. It's been a pleasure. Hey, return a copy of my my please. That's horrible. And weren't Chris? Come on, man. It's Wednesday.
I know, man. I had a lot of errands to run today. Trust me.
Jesus. All right. Catanzaro and Carter worked really well as a tag team. I must say. They seemed to kind of know what each other was doing the whole time, and that's kind of what a tag team is. You have to know what your partner's doing. So they seemed like they kind of caught it a little bit, and they got into it. I don't like Caden Carter by herself.
No, last week was a schlub.
As a single, oh my God, that looked horrible. But tonight she worked okay with a partner, so I'll give her that. Most of the match, I mean, it was an okay match. There were some spots there where like Catanzaro did a Hurricane Rana on Dakota Kai, but it like threw her into Gonzalez. So it was like, what was the point of the Hurricane
and
Rana?
They hit. Yeah, they hit. Yeah.
So it's things like that where I'm like, come on, man, think.
I noticed that in the main event too, like the super kick at the end and everything like that was a whiff. It was a big leg slap. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
It was a good tag match. I thought. I mean, I think that power bomb, that one arm power bomb that Gonzalez does, is actually pretty dope.
Yeah, I want her one arm power bomb me.
But I did say in my notes though, Gonzalez is getting better in the ring, but still wrestles very green.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all.
She's beautiful. Yeah, that's all that counts, man. Now Dakota Kai looks like someone's 12-year-old little brother. Jesus Christ!
I can just see you and Raquel Gonzalez like Deuce Bigelow, be like, "Did you say steak?
Steak? No, mistake. Oh, now I'm all confused."
She's like the mixture of that one and the tall one. Like
that's a big bitch. All right, so Kai gets the win via submission with what looks like a crucifix kind of chokehold thing.
Yeah, they didn't say the name of it. They just said, "Oh, yeah, they get the win with the submission."
Yeah, that's it. Like, give that thing a name, man. That thing looked dope. It looked good. Just give it a name.
Right.
The crippler crossface.
Yeah. That'll kill.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, where does that match rank in the Thrasher household?
Oh, I'm sorry to leave you hanging on that one. I'll give it a 3.
3. All right, not bad. So. Who's next, Chris?
Now you get a promo number 5.
Was there a promo in there? Did I miss it?
Yeah, Adam Cole backstage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then you come back from commercial.
Wait, hold on. No.
Yeah.
The Karrion Kross match first, and then the Adam Cole promo.
Oh, yep. You're right. I slid down on my phone. My bad. No, you get Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross versus Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed went right after Kross, but Kross took over right after the Fury from Reed's opening momentum. Kross gets the win by submission.
Now, Reed, what's Reed, right? Bronson Reed?
Yeah, Bronson Reed.
He got more offense in than Ciampa.
Yeah, I trust me, I know. And I think now that earlier I jumped ahead, if Killian Dane would have won last week, Killian Dane would have been in Bronson Reed's spot last night against Karrion Kross, and that would have been a way better match because it would have built Killian Dane up.
Yeah, it definitely would make Killian Dane look a lot better.
Like, here's my outlook on it: is you had Killian Dane beat Damian Priest, who just went toe-to-toe with Finn Balor the week before. Okay, now you had Bronson Reed beat Leon Ruff last week in seconds, and and then he gets on the mic and says, "Oh, I want Karrion Kross, who's one of the hottest guys in NXT right now, going with the gimmick and everything like that." Like Bronson Reed's gimmick is thick boy. I don't get it. Like I don't, and I think Killian Dane. I mean, unless they have to be setting it up for it. They have to be where Killian Dane just like mushes, Karrion Kross. So they have to. I don't know. I don't.
Now,
one
thing. Every wrestler has to have a connection with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they stay on TV. You have a mental connection with someone. Like when we were growing up, it was Stone Cold. Like like my dad had a connection with Stone Cold. He liked him.
Right.
Who's the connection to with Bronson Reed? Thick boy. I'm a thick boy, I think, and I have no that guy fucking sucks.
Yeah, nothing. He's like
no disrespect. If you ever want to come on the show and have an interview, sir, please, I invite you. But
right.
It's nothing for me in the ring. Yeah, explain yourself.
Like, I would compare him to he's from Australia, I believe. He's an Australian version of Bull James or Bull Dempsey.
Yeah,
he does nothing to me, nothing for me.
Yeah.
And for him last week to come out and call out Karrion Kross was, I don't know. I said it last week. I was like, that just made no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's a swerve.
Where am I going with the Thrasher household tonight?
I'm getting like 1 3/4. That was
1
bad.
3/4.
Yeah, it was bad.
Kross deserves better. Kross definitely deserves better. Fall and pray. I need a shirt that says fall and pray. Like I want one.
Mm-hmm.
I want one. All right, so we go to promo
now
number
you go to promo number
4.
5.
We'll
Adam
call
Cole
it 5.
Backstage. Yeah,
Adam Cole backstage. On who he wants to face. He doesn't care. He's better than everybody, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then you go to promo number.
I'm wearing it, by the way.
Adam Cole, baby. Then we go to promo number 6. Mercedes Martinez vignette.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back, I guess.
Yeah, coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, so all right, man. Good for her, dude. I hope you do better than the Big Swole's doing. All right, Rhea Ripley versus Aaliyah.
Another one. It didn't do anything to me.
Didn't grab my attention at all.
No. The only cool thing was she had the submission in, Stone through the shoe. They do the run around the ring. She takes the jacket off and then still hits the ripcord on Aaliyah. I know what they're doing. They're trying to make Rhea Ripley look like a behemoth, like a monster and everything like that. But she doesn't need Rob Stone weeks after weeks to do that.
No, not at all. I think Raquel Gonzalez's big match is going to be with Rhea Ripley. I could see those two coming across somehow.
Which that could be what they're setting up for because, like I said, she still wrestles a little green. Give it about a month and a half. I guarantee you, they'll have a match and they'll tear the show down.
And she's on every show. This is episode number 10 for us.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we talk about the wars, we've mentioned a Raquel Gonzalez match. Like she is out there every week busting her ass. And I follow her on Instagram. She's at the Performance Center a lot. Like she's stepping her shit up. She's gonna be really good. So that's that. Ripley wins. Where's it rank on your scale?
3.
That goes a fucking 3.
Yeah, I because I like Rhea Ripley. Like even though
I do too, but I give it 2.5 at most.
But you gotta realize though, even though it was a short match, I mean, she had the 1-arm submission in, gets a shoe thrown at her, drops Aaliyah, chases the Stone around, and still hits the ripcord after that. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Well, we're going to get back into that feud a little bit later. We move into Strong versus Loomis, and my first.
This wasn't a match. This was not a match.
It's not a match, but it was on the card. Strong versus Loomis. Strong in the UE feels like it has ran its course. Time to cut the weak link.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically where I put it. Strong can't face Loomis. Strong runs away, and Loomis locks kind of a chokeholdish thing on,
which was actually really cool. I liked how he did it through the ropes on Bobby
I like
Fish.
that little crawling thing that he does. That freaked me the fuck out a little bit, man. He's definitely a predator on the show. I think that's where they're going with him. Mm-hmm. Hey, he plays it well. He plays it really well. Yeah. So,
but again, why have that? Why have why even
I
have
think
that on the card?
I think they're building to cut Rowdy out. I think that's what they're building to cut Rowdy out. Basically, just tell him you're on your own. You can't keep pulling us down like that.
Right.
So, all right, we're getting a promo number 6.
Yep.
6. Stone backstage on Zoom call with Mr. William. Oh, I'm sorry, Sir William Regal. Let me tell you something. I watched him being knighted on Monday Night Raw.
I remember when he was the man's man.
The man's man with the brass knuckles, the left hook.
I actually remember him as I think weren't they the Blue Bloods in WCW? It was Dave Taylor, Steven Regal, and Sir Bobby Eaton.
Wow,
yeah,
some great names.
You're welcome.
You know what my favorite? You know what my favorite memory? We're gonna go off topic for a second. My favorite memory of William Regal is
when he first wrestled Goldberg and they beat the shit out of each other.
Yes. Dude, he did not play that shit, man.
And he was bleeding from the mouth.
Yo, he was like, "Yo, Goldberg, you're in my ring now," and he made Goldberg look horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 10-minute match. Goldberg's never had a 10-minute match.
He tied him up like a pretzel. Like it was. Yeah.
Dude,
any match in WCW that it had Regal going up against a guy that they tried pushing, or any match that Finlay wrestled Steven Regal, hands down best matches of Regal's career.
Great. You got WWE Network. Go on there and watch it. I know Chris has WWE Network now.
I do.
Don't mention any names. He already knows. All right, so
it's only $9.99 a month.
Nice plug-in. Speaking of plugs, make sure you follow us, like, and subscribe right here on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Podcast Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you follow CCWFL on Paradox.
On Twitter, not Paradox.
On Twitter. And make sure you like and subscribe everywhere, and I will send you a free sticker. And don't forget, we got shirts up for sale. We have small through extra large is $20. Double XLs are $22, and triple XLs are $25.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, what size you ordering?
XL. All day, every day. All day, every day. Twice on Sunday.
That's it, baby. Well, guess what match I can watch all day, every day on Twice on Sunday? The main event.
Mm-hmm.
We have Keith Lee, Limitless Keith Lee, versus Mr. Wrestling, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and Prince Devitt.
I don't call Keith Lee Limitless. I call him BBC Lee. Big Bang Catastrophe Lee.
Yo, Mike came over earlier to the house and we were talking about that.
BBC Lee. Big Bang Catastrophe. No, I thought it was a great start to the match. How Gargano and Balor, they worked together to try to overpower Lee, but Lee was just like too strong, and he just overpowered the small guys. Like I think that was really like old school. Then you come back from the break, still the same, and then didn't they go to the outside and Balor and Balor put the submission hold, the sleeper hold on Lee, went down to one knee, and then it kind of broke out into a triple threat match after that instead of being a handicap match.
If I could change anything about this match, did you just pop a wine bottle? What was that noise?
No, I clipped my mic.
Oh, I thought you popped the wine bottle. I'm like, Jesus, Mom, it's only 9:30. All right, so there was only one part of this match I could change. I would. That would be
the BBC.
There was a spot there where Finn Balor tried to give the 1916 DDT to Johnny Gargano on the outside, and Keith Lee did the plow thing that he does. What's it called? The pounce.
Wow.
I think he should have let Finn hit the 1916.
And then hit the pounce on him.
Hit pounce on Finn, put Finn through the glass, put him to the outside, take Gargano back in the ring, go to finish him off. Finn comes out of nowhere because this is how you want to build Keith Lee as a monster. Finn comes out of nowhere, tries to jump on Keith Lee's back as he's going for the win. Do the what's the move? Coup de grace. Do the coup de grace on Keith Lee's back. Have him go pin Keith Lee. Keith Lee kicks out, fights back, hits the BBC, wins the match. Gargano's already taken out. Finn Balor jumps in, tries to win, gets reversed, loses. That's how you should have built that match. That would have looked so much better as Keith Lee going into 2 weeks from now fighting. Spoiler, Keith Lee won. That would build up for him to go in and win. Because I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think this is where they're going to take the title off Adam Cole.
Yeah, I mean, it could have went your way, but I actually like the way it went in this.
No, I didn't hate the way. I didn't hate it.
No, because
it was. I think it could have a little bit better.
It had all three incorporated in the finish. The super kick that Gargano threw to Lee in the corner that missed by a mile.
Yes.
But had a loud leg slap. I mean, it was like, okay. And the camera was at the right angle to where you see it missed by a mile. But I like it how Balor was, hung up on the ropes. He hits him with the buckle bomb, and then hits the BBC on him, and then hits BBC on Balor for the win. I think that was actually a really cool ending.
Yeah, it was a good match. I liked it a lot.
I actually wrote the last sentence on my notes. I said Lee hits him with the BBC. I didn't put Big Bang Catastrophe. I just put hits him with the BBC.
I hit back-to-back BBCs. One on Gargano and one on Finn.
Yeah, search that on Pornhub.
There you go. All right, so that is your NXT show.
Oh, then you had a stare down with Adam Cole.
Yeah, Adam Cole stare down. They did it horrible because what you're supposed to do is it's the CM Punk John Cena thing that did that one time. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to raise one, and then you have the other person raise the other, and then that person goes back higher, and the other person goes back higher. That's how you should have done it.
What they should have done, you have Cole still play the heel, have him run down, just hit him in the back of the head with the belt, and then pick up, stand over him, hold 2 belts.
That would have worked. That would have worked as well.
I give that match a 4.
Yeah, that was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
I have no complaints about that match.
Yep. All
right, so we move on to the other side of the war. The Mason Dick line. All right. I'm going to call it the Joey Ryan Dixon line.
That's too soon. That's too soon.
Over 30 cases, right?
I don't know.
Over 30 people have accused this man.
Hey, I still have a picture with him, so it's fine.
I do too. I was grabbing it.
Yeah.
Put it in my mouth, Joey.
Right. Why does it taste like a Tic Tac? Why does it taste like a 13-year-old Tic Tac?
Can we move on, please?
Yeah.
All right. We open up AEW.
Who wants my blow pop?
I'm done. I just hit myself in the balls as I brought my mic down.
All right, so AEW starts off with Wardlow versus Luchasaurus and a lumberjack match. Dude, I popped so big and so much when the best friends were wearing lumberjack outfits. Dude, I died.
Dude, what is the point of a lumberjack match?
So when the person goes on the outside, the lumberjacks are supposed to throw them on the inside.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I thought too. Did that happen at all?
Well, actually, it's not really. They're supposed to beat up it's supposed to be a bad guy side, good guy side. Because you saw when Luchasaurus went on the outside the first time, he got started to beat up, and then he hulked up, threw everyone away from him.
Yeah, 10 people can't hold this man down. Okay.
Right. But when Wardlow goes out the first time, everyone backs away from him. That's what I didn't understand. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, so these two guys can beat up the whole company. It's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash all over again with baseball bats.
Yeah.
These two guys can take out the whole company. So that's what I'm understanding from this match.
Right. But one's a dinosaur.
All right, so the lumberjack match. There are people on the left side. There are people on the right side. There's nobody up front because of the stage. Where's everybody in the back?
Well, I mean, it's hard camera side, so.
I don't care. WWE has a lumberjack match. Guess what? Everybody's surrounding all 4 sides of that ring. It's just the way it works.
I don't know. I think you're being a little too critical on that.
I'm not being too critical. I'm sorry. It's stupid booking, just like that stupid match for the poker chip when it could have been won before Brian Cage ever came out.
Hey, by the way,
Doesn't
you're
make
stupid.
sense.
You're stupid, and so is Raquel Gonzalez's face.
Your beard is stupid, sir. All right. So
You're Baron Corbin's stepchild.
Lucha, there was a part in this match that I kind of found funny where Lucha kind of like tried to sweep the leg, but he went the wrong way and swept the front of the leg.
Yeah.
And Wardlow had to adjust and like fall backwards. He was like, wait, what just happened? Who hit me?
Yep. I did notice I noticed that I did research. Wardlow's only been wrestling for about 6 years, but if you like, he hasn't had a lot of matches in AEW. So we can't see like how he wrestles. But again, the only reason why I said Raquel Gonzalez is because I actually in my notes put Raquel Gonzalez with Wardlow. Is he wrestles very green, like up in the upper body. It's all upper body motion. Like there's no like bend in the lower body.
Yeah.
There's a lot of throws. There's a lot of throws. There's no suplexes. It's like he just drops them. Like, I don't know, it might play to the gimmick, whatever, but to where Luchasaurus was pumping for him, like, all over. Like, so I just...
It was a good match. Wardlow does have athleticism. He did pull off a nice little Hurricane Rana last night.
Yes.
Wardlow is showing that he's not going to need MJF for too much longer.
Right.
And I'm afraid that that's going to move MJF down a little.
Well, how cool would this be if you had Luchasaurus break away from Jurassic Express and Wardlow break away from MJF and they tag team?
That would be interesting.
I think that would be pretty cool.
A heel tag team?
Yeah, I think so.
Have Lucha beat up Jungle Boy or something?
Yep.
I feel like we're going to get the split between Wardlow and MJF at Fyter Fest.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to get the split there. I'm not going to
You might get split from both because remember, it's a tag team match.
True. In my notes, I put, this is not a lumberjack match. This is a 1v1 match with a brawl on the outside.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what it turned into. Lucha did a shooting star press, and everybody kind of just stood there.
They had to.
They had to. I get it. They have to catch him, but man, like make it look real at some point. Not like, hey, we gotta catch our friend, man. Come on, look up. We gotta catch him. No, that's what they were doing. So I don't know. It's whatever. All right. So, and then Luther. Did you see him at all during the match?
Yeah, he kept pointing to his head. Like I don't know.
He's weird, man. This guy's fucking weird.
I'm never going to take candy from him in that van again.
Never. All right. So go ahead and where does this match rank?
No, I give it 3. It wasn't the best opening match that Dynamite has had. Let's just say that.
Yeah, they've definitely had better. Definitely had better. Tonight was a really weird night for Dynamite, as everybody knows, I'm sure by now. No Mox. He wasn't there. I'm thinking that's why the ratings were so low, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Oh, actually, I think the biggest thing was QT Marshall wasn't there. So I think that's the reason why the ratings were so low. Yeah,
because everybody fucking tunes in to see my uncle wrestle every couple nights.
Him and his fucking hair plugs.
Jesus, that guy's so bad. I have a question for a little bit later about Allie.
Okay.
So I'll mention that. Was that Allie in the press conference?
Yes.
Through the water? Okay.
No. That through the water?
That wasn't Allie?
No. That's Jake Hager's wife.
That's Jake Hager's wife. Same. They all look the same to me. All right.
I actually think her name is Mallory, but
close. Mally and Allie are friends, and they hang out down by the beach.
So okay. Now they. So now you get promo number 1 on Dynamite, and actually was a good promo. I actually like this. It was the Technique by Taz, and it goes over Brian Cage's moveset. I thought it was a good promo.
Yeah.
It was digitally done. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good promo. You're definitely getting old school Taz every week, which is really nice.
And then you go to commercial break, and you come back for the Sheeta match. How about I went to the bathroom, get a water, and I go to sit down, and the match is over.
15 seconds, squash match.
I didn't even get the girl's name.
Her name was Red Velvet.
Like a cake?
Red Velvet Cake, yes. Can I ask you a question about Sheeta's music? Does it have a little country twang to it?
Yeah, you've never heard Japanese country?
No. I didn't know there was a genre.
Yeah, there is. Their big star over there in Japan is Fook Brian.
Fruit Brian is a good man. I bet he like a cockfish. So
So racist.
here's my problem with the match. After the match, well, not the match, but the segment. After the match is over, if you want to call it a match, Sheeta runs out, attacks Ford.
Yep.
Ricky Starks is awesome because of one reason: the way he is grabbing Sheeta. He's like this. He's like holding her with his like wrist and has his palms out away from her body.
He knows what's going. He's like, wait, I'm new guy on the totem pole here. I am not speaking out on me.
No, dude. He's the way he's holding her. He's like this. He's like, no, come back here. Come back here.
I was wishing that he would have white gloves on and like put his palms backwards and like pushed her up against like on her shoulders. Like, say, no bruises, no fingerprint. I did nothing. Did you see that the recently released NXT wrestler was in the crowd?
No, who?
Cesar Bonzoni. No. He was not a jobber, but he was a mid-carder on NXT. He was released in the April 15th cuts. He was the guy in the white long-sleeve shirt that was standing next to Penelope Ford.
Ah, very nice. Glad you can catch that. This is why I keep you on the show.
So normally what I've been catching is whoever's in the crowd is on Dark. So he might be wrestling on Dark next Tuesday.
There you go. All right. So next we have a press conference. Oh, wait. Where do you rank that match, if you want to call it that again?
Yeah, so now you get the press conference. The Hager Rose.
I should keep the going into this promo press conference because that's exactly what this was. Aside from Arn Anderson, that's exactly what this was.
Oh, Arn Anderson was fucking awesome. I love Arn Anderson. But I want the guy's job that just holds the belt behind Cody. Like, he was just standing there like this
the whole time.
Stone face. And did Cody call the belt Susie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
That fucking list, boy. It was bad. It was bad during the press conference. Like,
whoever told him to say 67 cents was an asshole.
No, 367. 367.
57th. But okay, so here's my problem. Now, I am a belt connoisseur. Chris hates them, but I collect them.
Yeah, they're supposed to go around your pants, by the way.
That belt, okay, hold on. No, in all seriousness now. I know you don't care, but in the belt community, there's probably about 6,000 or 7,000 of us on the page. There have been a lot of talks about the person who made that belt. All right, because that person's on our page. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't actually the maker. He's a middleman for somebody in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, he didn't want to admit that belt came from Pakistan, but that's why it's not finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
Cody kept saying it's not finished yet. It's supposed to be double stack zinc alloy. Supposed to have gold plating on top of it. It's not done. It looks like shit.
He said nickel. He never said zinc alloy
or whatever. It's nickel, whatever. It looks garbage. It's not finished yet. They had to rush it because they couldn't get the materials in Pakistan where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was a huge deal on the page. The guy's going around. He's like, "Yeah, I designed that belt. Your belt's fucking garbage, man. Shut up." And they end up kicking him out of the group. But anyway,
I mean, I would kick him out of a group that you guys are bragging about fake belts. So
hey, bro, it's a way of life, man. Ring of Honor, baby.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there's that. Arn Anderson's promo was great. It was very boring questions from the reporters.
Yeah, PWI. That was very culturally biased too. Because why was it only PWI in the press conference?
Seriously.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure Wrestling Observer wanted to be there. You know, I mean, Paradox Podcast would have wanted to been there. You know?
Yeah. ESPN, I'm sure, was just waiting to get in.
Yeah, they were chomping at the overbite to get in there.
And then, so then you have Hager make his way out with his wife.
Who's a stone fox. She is smoked.
I thought that was Allie. I really did. I was like, wait, did she turn sides already? Jesus.
No. Well, she's been with almost every guy in the company already, so.
Yeah, seriously. Except us. We need to get in the business.
Right. I mean, the bearded belly bullies need to come back.
Yo. Don't you put me in that zone, Chris. Don't you put me in that place. I haven't been in that place in a long time, but I'll get back to it.
Hold on, I gotta tell everybody. So we're at CZW, right? And the main event was Cha Cha Charlie against Vince Steele in a no holds barred match. So we're sitting entranceway, last row, but there's only 3 rows, social distancing. So Cha Cha Charlie comes out, he's the crowd favorite. Vince Steele comes out, and he's, what would you say, 500 pounds?
Easily.
Yeah. So we're watching him, and he's the heel, so we're going for the heel. And I'm looking, and we're all of a sudden you hear this boom,
whack,
the loudest thud I think I've ever heard. This guy Cha Cha Charlie was hiding around the corner and hit him with a cookie sheet in the head.
Nasty.
It was the loudest, no color. So I was like, "The sport's fake."
Sport's fake, dude. I messaged Cha Cha Charlie after that match, and I told him hell of a spot with that pan. That was amazing. He whacked the dog shit out of him.
Yes,
man.
Yes, it was. But that was a side note. But now, so if we get the bearded belly bullies back, I'm hitting the cookie sheet spot. I'm hitting it. Whoever comes around the corner, I'm hitting it with them, like Home Alone style.
Whack.
Yep.
So.
So Hager and his wife showed up late.
I forgot about that part.
Showed up late, and I don't know. First off, I like Hager as a wrestler. I don't like his character, his demeanor. He's just like, all right, I'm ready. Like I don't know. You're trying to make this like a boxing match or a UFC match, and it just didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
the throwing of the water in the face.
Where's Brandy in all this, man? Brandy, step up. Have your man's fucking back.
I don't know.
Such a weird promo. All right. So.
This is the best promo.
So then you have in a action movie, dude, you have Joey Nutella and Sonny Kiss beat up Antifa at a gas station.
Whoa. You know what I put as my first line? I know you're gonna pop when I tell you this. Janela loves Lunchables.
Dude. Ty gets the little kids in his car.
I just put Janela loves Lunchables because he had like 30 of them in the cart.
Dude. And he walks on, he's like, oh shit.
And he's got those fucking sunglasses on.
Dude, it's such a joke.
But that whole thing. Okay, here's my thing. Okay, in all seriousness here.
You can't speak in seriousness when you have Joey Janela on my TV.
Shut up.
I'm sick of this fucking guy.
Okay, during the vignette, Sonny Kiss is filling up his car. Okay, now I'm going to emphasize his. Because when the Antifa guys come around the corner, they're like, hey, sweetie, nice car. Do you mind if I take it for a ride? And then he's like, no, blah, blah, blah. And then someone in that crowd goes, she, or says her. But then you go into the match, and you could see Shivani, Excalibur, and JR are all, they don't know what pronoun to say. In fact, JR at one point said she. Sonny Kiss is one of the best. She's rarely athletic. And then he fixes it. And says, oh, no, he.
But that was in the match.
Yeah.
That's before we get to that match.
Yeah. Yes. No, it's the next match. It's the next match. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'll bet you it's not.
Okay. What's the next match?
The next match was Brody and Cabana
versus Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela.
Oh yeah, it was the next match.
Dumbass.
I'm on the wrong notes. Sorry. Oh, this is last week's notes. Shit. All right. All right. So you have Colt Cabana and Mr. Brody Lee versus Jelly Nutella and Sonny Kiss. And then, like you said, yes, Jim Ross calls her a she.
Calls him a she.
Yeah, calls him a she. Yeah. And it kind of messed me up a little bit. I was like, wait, isn't that a guy? Isn't that the whole thing?
And you could see Tony Schiavone and Excalibur were stumbling. Like, you hear the big pause. Like, oh, he's doing some big spots. He this and he that. But, JR with his old age coming into the grandpa home is like, oh, she. Oh, sassafras.
Yeah.
Sassafras.
All right. So Brody opens up with Kiss.
Destroys both Kiss and Janela. Destroys them.
And Jelly Nutella is wearing pigtails.
Right. So
because Sonny Kiss has made him his bitch already.
I'm just letting you know. I'm getting that bad boy shirt. That bad boy shirt.
I'm sure. I put here. I'm sure he's getting railed in the back by Sonny, while those things were getting pulled.
It's 2020. Don't be judgmental.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Pegging is a thing. Pegging is a thing.
That's fine. They're fucking docking in midair. I can no longer believe he is tough after he backed down from the fight. So that Nutella is just trash to me. He's garbage. Get him off my TV. Does nothing for me. And then I put Sonny Kiss as a man or a woman. That was my next note.
Fair question.
Fair question. So then you get the win. Brody Lee, Colt Cabana pins. Was it Sonny Kiss? He pinned or Jelly?
Yes. Yeah. No, Sonny Kiss. Yeah.
So that was that, and then
you
Archer
get Lance
jumps.
Archer. Yep.
Archer jumps on top. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then they say Excalibur is great commentating. Goes Archer's mounting Kiss.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he said. He goes Archer's mounting Sonny Kiss, and I'm listening, and I'm like, what did you just say on my TV, sir? My child is listening to you.
And what the worst thing is, I was like thinking to myself, oh great, that's gonna be next week's speaking out topic.
Jesus, the way he said it, man. So, but yes, they're making Archer look like a monster again, so I'm excited to see that. Then we have another promo. Or wait, hold on. Where do you rank that match?
Yeah, it was 2.25.
2.25. All right. Colt Cabana gets a win. He likes the way it feels. And we'll skip more into that later. So then we have a promo. What promo number is this? Is this 2, 3?
3.
This is promo number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Spears promo on the loaded glove. Blah, blah, blah.
Yawn.
And then we get FCU versus FTR. The battle of the 3 letters.
Oh my God, dude. My first, if you can see it, if you can fucking see what I wrote.
The battle of the 3 letters.
The battle of the acronyms.
The battle of the acronyms. FCU versus FTR. This is the worst town we have ever been to.
How about JR throwing jabs at WWE about how the AEW is treating the virus? Did you get that?
No. Repeat it.
He said about Mox not gonna be there, blah blah blah. That COVID-19 is, it's getting bad. And he goes, this company. I love the way how this company is treating their superstars and staff during the COVID-19 and doing the testing of the virus. Shot. Yeah.
Do you think these people are ever going to go back to WWE?
No.
Like Mox has to get inducted before the Shield, right? The Shield had that run. It was so mesmerizing, their run.
Yeah.
I mean, they were one of the most dominant forces in history.
Hey, who looks like a genius now when Roman Reigns walks out before WrestleMania?
What do you mean?
Roman Reigns just walked out.
Yeah, I mean, it was the best movie he could have made.
Yeah, and now look at it. He's a fucking genius.
Dude, Sami Zayn's at home and Roman Reigns are both like, ha, fucking idiots.
Yeah, morons.
All right, so with SCU and FTR, what you got?
I thought it was a good hard-nosed tag team match.
It was.
And you know what? I had the big thing about FTR last week saying they never left their feet. Dash Wheeler does a fucking Hurricanrana.
Yes.
It made it look good for a big man. It was actually very, very good. I like how FTR plays the heel team but gets over like a baby face.
Yes. And they play great tag team match because they stay in their corner. There's constant tags. They're always holding the tag rope.
Yes, that's my biggest thing is they're old school. They hold the fucking tag rope.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get the win with the Goodnight Express out of nowhere, but you can see the ref says, okay, you got 2 minutes. You need to go home.
Yeah.
Then they get on the mic. They call themselves the baddest. They call it every tag team in AEW. Butcher and the Blade Show are in FTR's truck. Then the Lucha Bros pop up from the ring behind FTR, and it's announced that it's FTR and Bucks versus Lucha Bros and Butcher and the Blade at Fyter Fest.
Before we get into that, I need to go back to the match.
Right.
There was a nice shout out to Tully. Excalibur mentioned future plans in reference to Four Horsemen because they got up and they did this. Right. They did 4. And there was a thing going around on Twitter a couple weeks back.
That was a picture.
A picture of Shawn Spears, FTR, and Cody with Tully and Arn. I think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be Cody.
I don't think it's going to be Shawn Spears.
I don't see Cody and FTR doing it.
I don't see Spears in it. I can't see Spears in it. I see if Spears loses with the loaded glove, I see Tully turning on him, and that's when you get FTR. You can get Cody, and I think you get Ricky Starks.
Yeah, I like Ricky Starks in there. I'm trying to think of other people. Who else would I like in it?
I think Ricky Starks, because why would Cody just shout out Ricky Starks during the press conference?
Yeah, true.
You know, and he said Arn handpicked him during the press conference.
Yeah.
I just don't see, and I think Ricky Starks being coached by Tully is a lot better of a eye-catching, I guess, would get me to watch a match more than Shawn Spears. I never liked Shawn Spears in WWE. I did not liking him now.
10. You like it?
No, I didn't.
When he came out number 10 in the fucking Royal Rumble.
Here's my thing. I liked him when he first debuted with AEW. When he hit the chair with Cody, I thought that was cool. I thought that was, all right, cool. Then he had no entrance music. He was just sitting on a chair. Badass.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, I'm searching for a tag team partner. Oh, I'm searching for life. Oh, I'm keep losing and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was not good. You get promo number 4.
Take over.
Promo number 4, you get the tag team title match for Fyter Fest. I can see Best Friends winning the titles at Fyter Fest. Do you?
I do.
And then you get an angle where you get Hangman and Omega going at it, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you see?
Yeah, that's kind of where I see this going, because they were throwing jabs at each other. We're not best friends.
Right.
You know?
Right.
They were throwing their jabs.
And you can see the Best Friends during that promo were laying down the seeds, like, oh, we've been tagging together for 4 or 6 years, and we've never had a title shot. We've never held titles, where we've been, blah blah blah. So I think this is setting up for their run.
Yeah, I think Best Friends deserve it finally. They have not ever held gold together, so I think this is where we're going to finally see Trent with
Can you imagine Best Friends going up against FTR or Butcher and the Blade or Luchas for the belts? That'd be awesome. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, definitely be great. All right, so I was going to ask a question, but never mind. It's really not worth it. Not a big deal. I mean, kind of is. I was actually thinking about the belt thing that we were talking about earlier, and what's her name who has the belt in this company? Sheeta, right?
Yeah.
Did you know she doesn't have a nameplate on her belt?
Because it's in honor for Fook Bryan.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. My bad. All right. So
you know what his big song is, right? His biggest song on Japanese country radio?
What's that, sir?
Oh, my friend say, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is how, Chris, we're in the next promo, and this is a promo I've been waiting for. This is how I know they watch our show.
Yep.
You caught it? Did you catch it? You caught it. Okay. So we go into a Cage and Mox promo.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Schiavone comes out, and he says exactly what I said last week. Cage is his own man and cannot be stopped even after Taz tells him, that is enough, Cage. That is enough. Let it go. We done what we did, what we came here to do, and we're done. And Cage still picked them up, put them through the car window, and Tony Schiavone's exact words were, Cage is his own man. Nobody can control him. You go back and you watch episode 8, and I said the same shit. I said
son
it.
of a bitch, you son of a bitch, you. Hey, Tony Schiavone, if you're watching,
Motherfucker.
Tony Schiavone, if you're watching, you a lie.
I'm coming for you, nigga.
Wow.
It's a promo. It's a shout out to Booker T.
I'm just letting you know, whoever heard that, it is not the accurate description of or an opinion of Wrestling Paradise Podcast.
All right. So I'm sorry. But yes, send me the check, please. Send me my check, Cody. Give me all the money.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know the check that you're gonna be getting, you're gonna have to pay it back for dropping the hard R bomb.
I didn't drop the hard. I said nigga.
Okay, now you're gonna pay it twice. So there goes our LLC.
I'll edit it out, man. We're good. All right. So next we got Cage versus a jobber.
Yeah, I didn't even get
Cruz.
the guy's name. Yeah, Joe Cruz. Yeah, I did that.
Joe Cruz. Quick match. Damage is done. Cage is a monster. Jobber did take some good bumps.
He power bombed him from the stage to the middle of the ring.
Yeah, he took some
And
good
cleared
bumps.
the ropes. Like, that's what blew my mind.
Yes. One thing that bothered me, it's Taz cut the promo at the end, calling Moxley a son of a bitch and all this other stuff.
Lazy piece of shit, he called him.
Yeah, lazy piece of shit. He did not say his catchphrase though.
It's fine. I don't need it.
Just letting you know. Did not say the catchphrase.
I don't need it because old school Taz is back.
That's it. Looks good too. Looks good too. All right, so we go to promo number 5. Six. I'm way behind tonight on the balls. Dark Order promo with Colt Cabana. What'd you say to me? This is not NXT. This is AEW, sir. There's no Keith Lee on this show.
You said you're way behind on the balls. And I said BBC.
Colt Cabana was happy to win again. However, Brody Lee challenges SCU. And Colt looks a little taken back. Like, hey, we're not really partners. But I think I'll join the Dark Order.
No, I think he did that because they were friends. Cabana first debuted when the Dark Order was attacking SCU.
Yeah, that's some
and Cabana and they're friends. So
this is why I keep you on the show, man. You're my historian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Boom Boom fan. I like Cabana.
Boom Boom.
Colt Cabana.
All right, so then we go to promo number 7.
Yeah, your future ex-wife with Big Swole.
Oh, God. Poor Cedric. He's the woman in that relationship.
Oh yeah, the pegging starts there.
Yeah, definitely. They're mid-docking.
Yeah.
All right, so she throws on trash on Britt Baker, blah, blah, blah. That's about it right there, right?
Yeah. I'm good with that.
And Reba, what's her name, Reba?
I don't know. Tony Schiavone kept calling her Rebel.
Rebel, that's it. That's where I've seen her before. Rebel was a TNA knockout. I did my research.
Okay.
She was a TNA knockout, and she is banging. Like, banging. Dude, so hot.
She's thicker than Snickers, I can tell you that.
Oh, my God. I want to give her my Snicker. All right, so then we have Santana versus Matt Hardy. But
nope.
Chris.
Nope.
But Chris.
Santana versus Broken.
I was going to ask
Hardy.
you, which theory of Hardy did we get tonight? Which episode of Hardy did we get?
Broken Matt Hardy with Neo 1.
Hey, Chris, let me talk to you. You got to let me feed you, man. I'm trying to feed you right now. I'm just feeding you lines and you're not taking them.
Yeah, you know why? It got me so mad because Cody's watching the show and not giving us the credit.
That's what it is.
3 stages of Matt Hardy is coming. I'm telling you.
It's working great. And you notice every time they do a promo of him and like the other person that he's fighting, the package, they always show like the 2 other Hardys like glibbering behind him. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, Cody. You're welcome.
My notes are for this match was supposed to be Sammy G versus Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like Santana in a singles match. They both work pretty stiff and not strong style way. This match did nothing for me. Matt was moving last night like he was hurt badly, like his leg was hurting. You could see he couldn't put weight on it, and Santana wasn't attacking the leg. He wasn't running. You could see he would stop in the corner before he gets to the corner because he didn't want to pivot.
Yeah, it looked interesting. What got me was Matt Hardy did 3 side effects back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And Santana kicked out of all 3.
Of course.
What? The Side Effect used to win the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown.
Hey, that was when he was wrestling Ken Anderson. Santana's better than Ken Anderson.
Sorry.
By the way, remember what I told you in the car on Saturday about Impact with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows?
Did they debut?
No, it's July 18th. But last Thursday, D'Lo Brown was doing a promo in the back, and he was talking to somebody on a laptop, like a Zoom call. And he's like, "Oh, I just want to get the band back together." And he closes the laptop, gets up, and on his chair was an Aces and Eights vest.
Oh,
I called it. I fucking called it.
Oh, I like the Aces and Eights. That was a fun time in TNA.
And I think you can't get Ken Anderson because he's in NWA right now. So
NWA closed up shop.
Yeah, but he's still under contract.
Heard.
So I think it's going to be Carl Anderson's going to take his spot, and I think you can get Anderson and Gallows and D'Lo.
Do you get Bully back?
No, he's still under contract with ROH too. He's actually one of the bookers for ROH, but I think you get Mike Knox.
Ah, there you go. That's like you get the solid Aces and Eights back, you might be able to do something. Or when's D'Lo's contract up? Get the Aces and Eights to infiltrate AEW.
No, AEW has too many factions.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So this match ends with Hardy gets a win with a roll up. Ortiz comes in and hits him with the mag ball. Private Party comes out to clear the ring.
They got the street sweeper move. I like that. That's a good move.
Yeah,
that's a really good move.
Yeah.
So,
all right, Pop of the night. Pop of the night.
Go ahead. It's your boy. I'm letting you have this one.
Okay, Orange Cassidy comes out to face-to-face Jericho. Jericho starts with a "Why did the chicken cross the road" joke, and then cuts a seething promo on Cassidy, calling him that he's the "Why did the chicken cross the road" joke of professional wrestling. Cassidy takes the mic out of Jericho's hands, and I thought you were going to get talk, like a boisterous. He puts it down, starts doing the leg kicks, the shin kicks, and the shin super kick, and he puts his hands in his pocket. And as he's doing that, he double legs Jericho and just goes to town, starts beating him.
Yeah, he hit him with the first of all, it was Denim Dan versus Leather Larry. Okay. That's who was in the ring.
It was Canadians.
It was Canadian. I believe that when me shit turns purple and it smells like rainbow sherbet. Every time I see him, I think of Denim Dan. And whenever I hear Denim Dan, I think of Super Troopers. Because Farber was like, "What's up, Denim Dan?" Shout out Broken Lizard. But no, okay, so Cassidy does shin kicks, and then Jericho breaks his glasses, and then there's a brawl to the outside. The brawl to the outside worked really well. Showed the crowd, showed people in the ring.
And if you noticed, sorry to cut you off, but if you noticed, Jericho ran that.
Yeah, the whole way.
The whole way. He was telling him what to do. So that just shows that Jericho has a lot of confidence in Cassidy and with this match that's going on. He was telling him, all right, I'm hitting. He goes, okay, block, hit, midsection. You can see it on camera.
Yeah.
And I think that just gives so much credit. I got to give credit to Jericho, and Jericho gives credit to Cassidy that he sees something in him.
Yeah, definitely. I do like the color that we got from OC's ear. That was nice.
I don't think that was accidental. I don't think that was on purpose. I think it was accidental.
Yeah, it looked good though. It definitely looked good. It definitely brings life to this feud.
But that Superman punch off the railing, through the table that was a good 5-6 feet that Jericho had to jump off of that.
I'll still say it. I'll take it to the grave. OC has the best punch in the game right now. The best Superman punch in the game.
But I got to give credit to Jericho for actually taking that, because if he comes up short or long, he hits his head on the railing. When he comes up short, he's landing directly head on the table, back and legs on the cement floor.
Yeah, he definitely had to be perfect for that. So he was. So that was a good way to end the night. And then they got into rush hour. So anyway, so that was a great night. I liked both shows. AEW did have the edge tonight. Or I'm sorry, NXT had the edge tonight in fans and viewership, and personally, I think on shows as well. NXT.
I think AEW had the better show. It's just
the first time we have disagreed, sir.
Yeah, I think the just the viewership is because the big title match at the end on NXT.
Yeah,
there was no titles. There was no titles on the line on AEW.
Yeah, I still take NXT in the show, man. I liked it. I thought it was a great show. I thought they did well. So it's a wrap, man. What do you think? Who do you think? Wait. Let's do this. Let's do that promo, the OC Jericho promo face off. Where's that rank on the Thrasher scale?
I give that a 4.5.
4.5. I like it.
Jericho was, he's seething on the mic. Like it's,
Yeah, no, definitely a great match.
And I like how he broke away from the inner circle. He was the only one that did it. So it wasn't like a gang mentality or anything like that.
Yeah. So, Sammy G is out right now. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for tonight.
All right, well, real quick. Let's, what are we doing for Saturday?
Saturday topic night.
I picked the last one.
You picked the last one. So let me think here.
It's best of. It's best of this week.
The best of. The best of. Let's go best. You want to do a particular stipulation? You want to do best cage matches ever? That's a good topic. I think we can feed off of that.
Okay. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of cage matches. You want to go best cage matches?
Now for the stipulation on it though, like for best cage match. Are we doing like from all the companies?
We can do all the companies.
Okay.
And we can do all the companies.
Like does Lethal Lockdown from TNA count as a cage match? The red one that had the hole in the roof?
We're doing best, not worst.
I'm just saying. I just want to say that those type of cages.
Those type of cages, yes. A Hell in a Cell, the triple cage stack, whatever thing, that's not real. The Hell in a Cell is not there. The Punjabi prison is not there. We're talking about the best cage matches. I'm talking Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon at Valentine's Day Massacre type cage matches. I think I just spoiled who my number one is. It was a great cage match.
Where Big Show appeared.
Yes, Paul White, sir. Not Big Show. That's Paul White. Thanks, Michael Cole. All right, so make sure you give us a like, follow, subscribe right here on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Podcast Paradox. Shout out again, CCW. Thank you for everything on Saturday night. Make sure you guys follow them. CCWFL is their Twitter handle. If you guys want stickers, let us know. We'll send them out to you. If you guys want shirts, here they are. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. I mean, Chris should be wearing his, but it would just be too much WNW. The tank would just be too much.
Yeah.
I get it, though. Adam Cole, I respect the shirt.
It would just be logos, going across your screen.
And guess what, guys? I got some new belts coming for you soon.
Oh,
brother. Some new belts. People love the belts. I seen the comments. People love the belts.
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do next week? I'm going to get a belt. I'm going to put it over my shoulder.
You're going to just get like your fucking work belt.
It's still a belt, and it's functional.
It's fine. You want my Ring of Honor belt? I'll give it to you so you have it for your show.
No. Trust me, no.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Things of beauty, man.
Positive.
Look at this thing. Do you see this, Chris?
I see it.
See that?
See it.
I might get a UWF belt next. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate it, everybody. We will see you Saturday.